So last time we played this team, we scored 10 goals in the 4 games. We just put 5 on them. It's still just 1 game, but it's better than 4 overtimes.
The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Hi, Panther fans. Here we go. Our annual trip to the Eastern Conference Finals. Round 3 begins tonight. So apparently, I'm just seeing on the chat and the stream, no Anton Lundell. Hopefully, it's not anything. I mean, we know he blocked that shot and came back to the game the other night. Hopefully, it's just this 1 game. It's not like he had a lot of time to recover. We've got depth for Miles. My guess would be one of 2 things. You're either going to see Nosek up there with Lusterin and Marchand and Sturm on the 4th line. I think that would be the way to go. Or you could put Rodriguez in that 3C spot, move Verhaeghe back up top, put Samoskevich in next to Bennett and Tkachuk. All sorts of things we could do. Or he could put Boquist at 3C. You never know. That actually might change less. In fact, that I wouldn't be surprised if that's what he does. Either way, we got depth. We're good. Hate to lose Lundell, but I'm sure it's just a game thing. Now, Bubba. We have to have a talk with Bubba. Bubba, there might be some long games in this series. Yeah. Last time these 2 teams played, I didn't even have a beard at the start of game 1, and I looked like this by the end of the game. So let's not do that again. Let's not do that again. All right? At this moment in this game, considering the schedule and the fact that we were down 0-2 in Game 7 against Toronto, I would say in this Game 1, especially with Lundell out, the Panthers are playing with a stack of house money. A big fat stack of house money tonight. You win this game with no rest and no Lundell, and we're smoking fat ones. You lose it, it's like, hey, we tie it up Game 2, and we'll be okay. Either way, we'll cope, right? Canes aren't going to be playing around, right? They made it to the last 3 times they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. They haven't won a game, so they're not playing with house money. In fact, all the money that we're playing with is probably theirs from last time. You know they're going to be pissed. They ain't going to let Tkachuk do it in 4 overtimes again and wave himself off the ice. I don't think they're going to let us do that. All right. Well, champs. All right, so today I want to talk to you about the sponsor of this video that you are watching, Southern New Hampshire University. Now, if you have considered a possible career in sports management, or you're just kind of at that point where you're thinking about what your first career might be, Southern New Hampshire University has you covered with their sports management degree program. Now, SNHU is an accredited and fully online school allowing you to complete your degree when it's convenient for you. Not only does SNHU have 6 flexible 8-week terms per year, but you can also tap into their network of graduates already working in sports-related organizations. Financial aid is available, and you may be able to transfer up to 90 credits towards an undergraduate degree. Best part, SNHU is nonprofit, which allows them to be radically affordable with one of the lowest tuition rates in the nation. As an added benefit, SNHU courses are taught by faculty with real-life experience. So you're going to get to connect with people who already are in the industry. And once you graduate, SNHU will be there to help you when you start searching for your first job. Now, as every sports fan knows, almost all of the major sports leagues have expansion in mind. Simple math tells us that this will lead to more jobs in the sports management industry. It's been suggested that jobs in sports management could increase by almost 10% in the coming years. A degree from SNHU positions you to be able to take advantage of that trend and could put you at the front of the line when these new positions open up. The innovation that combines online flexibility and incredibly affordable tuition make SNHU the perfect choice to begin your career in sports management today. Now, to learn more about Southern New Hampshire University and how you can get started in their sports management degree program, simply click the link that's in the description of this video or go to snhu.edu/fluffy. You have no idea how many times it took me to get that line right. Thanks to SNHU for sponsoring this video, and thank you for clicking on the link, because not only does that help support the channel, but it gives you the opportunity to learn how you can become part of the fast-growing industry of sports management. All right, well, that was a very disappointing 2-1 lead for the Panthers after one. We dominated that period of play, and we're 15 seconds from getting out, or 20 seconds from getting out of the period, 2-0. And Ekblad, instead of getting the puck deep, he tries the little alley-oop pass to Bennett, the puck doesn't make it to him. And of course, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And off of that, the puck ends up in the back of the net. Thought it was a kicking motion. Maurice didn't challenge. It's 2-1 after one, but it just gave Carolina all the life back into the building. We had them dead to rights. I still feel good about this game. We're outplaying them for sure. We look like we're on our game tonight. But Ekblad scored a goal. Right, Verhaeghe with a beautiful backhand short side, I believe went short side, and then Ekblad got himself a goal and gave it right back. Stupid. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. Ekblad, damn it. Can you just not play consistently right? All right. A stressful 2-1 lead. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right, so 3-1 Panthers after two. We get it back early on in that period. A fourth line goal from Greer. Mikkola and Greer come down on a 2-on-1, and Mikkola gets the pass over to Greer. Greer puts it high over where Anderson is sliding back, and it's 3-1. And we have survived the period since then. Carolina definitely carried the play for the most of the part, the rest of that period. They've been a little bit contacty with Bob. Not that it's their fault, but there's been a lot of action in front of the net. And we definitely look like we need to eat a couple of bananas and come out a little bit stronger in the third period. We just played a couple nights ago, but it's a 3-1 lead. So we're winning this game. That's what we can say. But also, you don't want to let Carolina just run the table the entire third period. We're going to probably need another goal and then try to shut this thing down. All right, no pressure. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes! That's 9. That's 1. That's also 9. More than halfway here again. Wow. First thing we can just say here is we just won that game 5-2, and we did not play a energetic second and third period. You could definitely tell that we were a little bit tired towards the end of that, but we hung on, played well in terms of when we needed to. Lots of zone time for Carolina, lots of puck possession, lots of shots. I think they ended up with 33, 34 shots. Bob made the saves when we needed it, and Carolina just did not really have an answer for almost like our fourth line. Just to start right there. Wow, so what do we see on the ice? I didn't expect that. Like I said, we scored 10 goals the whole 4 games the last time. So I really need to think about the analytic part about what the hell happened out there. What's the difference? It wasn't like Anderson played a bad game. So let's go down the lineup here. Barkov, Reinhart, Verhaeghe. We got 5 goals. Barkov and Reinhart didn't get any goals. So Verhaeghe gets the power play goal, a backhand. I believe it went short side. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it went short side. That line just was Barkov, especially after the Marchand thing, which, by the way, how the hell did Brad Marchand get a game misconduct out of that? I guess maybe, I thought it would have been at worst instigating, or whatever. Let him have the night off, right? We had that game in hand. Second line, Bennett, Tkachuk. Who the hell's next to him? Huh? Bennett and Kachuk. I put Verhaeghe on top, but I screwed up the lines. What do you want from me? It was Barkov, Reinhart, Rodriguez. Verhaeghe was up top on the power play, which is why Barkov was on the ice when he scored. Kachuk looking like himself out there. Bennett doing his thing. Verhaeghe obviously got the goal. Rodriguez looked really good out there. He's just not... He's doing what we need him to do, right? He's just a pain in the ass to play against, which is what we need from him on the ice. Marchand, Lundell, Luosterainen. Now, Luosterainen got a goal here towards the end after Marchand was out, and they put Nosek in that spot. And so that's Luosterainen's 18th goal this postseason, right? And then, of course, Greer. We get another one from the fourth line. And Ekblad also. So the assist on the Greer goal was from Mikkola. So we are just getting points from all over the place. All over the place. It's just a beautiful thing. It's unbelievable. So in terms of how we played in this game, I suppose that if we played the second and third, if we played a full game, the way we played the second and third period, we might not win the game. Pucks went our way tonight. But you could definitely tell the legs were lagging a little bit. But even during that period of time, we extended the lead. So I'm sure Carolina's going to go back and look at film and wonder what in the hell happened out there. Because they would probably have to feel like, at least offensively, they played their game for the second and third period. They just couldn't get pucks. They just couldn't get pucks back. Pucks past Bob. Cannot talk. I'm stunned by this. I really felt like we were going to win game one, but I did not see anything that made me think that these games are going to be any different from the last time. But the offensive ability of this team now, the Panthers, versus what our offensive ability was back then, is just tough to beat our depth. When you got Nosek, Greer, and Gadjevich out there on the fourth line, and those guys are just gaining more and more and more confidence, it's tough to stop. It's a tough four lines to stop. And then you got, we got Seth Jones on our second pair. You know what I mean? And everybody, for the most part, played a really good game. Now, the only complaint I would have, because I have to have a complaint, and this is not just Ekblad, but we definitely were having problems with our clearing attempts not being strong enough. It was almost like we were so worried about not icing the puck that we were just not putting enough weight behind the shot to actually get it out of the zone. I saw a couple times and we started to try to lift the puck out of the zone. I agree with that sentiment wholeheartedly. But for an Eastern Conference Finals game, sure, the fan bases of the rest of the teams that aren't Panther fans probably, you know what I mean? I mean, not quite boring, but the game wasn't really all that much in doubt. It was 2-0 early on. And yeah, Carolina got the goal here, the goal there. But at no point did you feel like Carolina was in danger of winning that game. That was an ass whooping. And we didn't even look that good doing it. And that's the thing. So, but that doesn't matter in the sense that game two is going to be game two. And you know Carolina is going to come out firing pucks. Well, do we know that? It's an interesting question, right? Because we always say, well, a team gets down, they're going to come out the next game and they're going to be firing pucks. But will Brind'Amour try to get them to change their game? I don't know, because Carolina is pretty consistent with playing their style. And I venture a guess that Brind'Amour is going to look at the film in the second and third period and figure that we can't do that again. We can't let them dominate puck possession like that, dominate the circle, and get that many shots and not let much into the net. Now, we allowed the two, but the fact of the matter is they just couldn't stop us from putting the puck in the back of the net when we needed to, the big goals. And that's what this team has been doing since the first series against Boston all that time ago, was when you need a goal, somebody on this team steps up, puts the puck in the back of the net. And you just do that enough times, like we did to Tampa in the last game. Tampa would score, and we were like, we'll put another one in. Tampa would score, We put another one in. And we were like, how many are you going to get? We're going to get one more. We're going to shut you down. It was just like, stop already. It's over. You're not beating us. And I kind of had the same feeling out here. So it's one game. It's one game. It's one game. But it's a one-game lead in the Eastern Conference Finals. But the first game on the road after we just played like 5 minutes ago. So it'll be interesting to see what our energy level will be in the next game. Might be better. Might be better. Because what? What's today? Tuesday, right? So we had Sunday was game 7. I'm not sure when they flew. Did they fly Sunday night or Monday morning? I'm not sure. But they haven't had a day off. Like tomorrow, Florida can just sleep in, right? You don't even need to come to the rink. Don't even worry about it. We'll send you a video of your shift, tell you what you need to fix. Stay in the hotel room, get a massage, have a couple cocktails, maybe leave out the alcohol. You get the point. Have a steak, order some ribs, get some ribeyes and ice cream and cookie cakes and donuts. I'm hungry. That sounds good. So, all right. No need to belabor this. This was, I want to call it ass whooping. I already did call it an ass whooping. It was an ass whooping. But we weren't even that good the second half of this game. We were clearly laboring and just sucking air and sucking wind, and we still extended the lead. So have to see how the rest of this goes. I feel very good about getting this one game. That said, game 2 could be some 4 overtime 2-1 thing. Carolina could win it, and the series is even. So let's not let that happen. All right. Oh, and by the way, last thing, thank you all for all of the years. This is my 9th season, our 9th season of this channel. Today we hit 9,000 subscribers. I know for a lot of channels that's not a big deal, but for a fan channel of this team, it's pretty good. So I ain't complaining about that. Let's get 10. Can we get 10 if we win the cup again? Can we get to 10,000 subscribers if we win the cup again this year? I don't know. I might be saying that next year. I might be saying, can I get to 10,000 by the end of the 10th year? But we'll see. But thank you all for subscribing. Really appreciate all the support, all the super chats. You guys have made this a spectacular thing for my son and I. Cannot complain. All right, I'll be live at noon for your therapy session tomorrow, and then we will be live 8 o'clock tomorrow night for Stars and Oilers. I was going to say that's stress-free hockey, but tonight was stress-free too. Like a little bit of stress in the beginning of the game. It was 2-0. It was like, okay. And we just kind of, I don't want to say we coasted, but it was ass whooping. It was ass whooping. That is what it is. All right, I'll see you tomorrow at noon.